So you're a founder in the UK. You've got a big idea, and you're looking ahead to 2026. What if I told you that there's a government-backed financial toolkit just waiting for you? One that could literally be the difference between just getting by and absolutely flying. Well, there is. And to walk us through it, we've got guidance from the absolute specialist at My Tax Accountant, one of the UK's most trusted firms who have put this entire breakdown together for us. Right, let's get into it.
Okay, let's kick things off with a number that should really get your attention. £181 million. That's how much first-time founders raised in a single year, through just one of the schemes we're about to talk about. I mean, that's a staggering amount of capital. Now just take a second and imagine what a slice of that could do for your business idea.
And that's exactly why we're talking about this. Getting it right from the start is so important. You know, the team at My Tax Accountant, well, they live and breathe this stuff every single day. They see how these reliefs take businesses from a sketch on a napkin to a real, growing company. It's their expertise that's going to make all of this clear and, most importantly, actionable for you.
So here's our roadmap. We're going to follow a founder's journey, step by step. First, we'll look at the hidden advantages hiding in your startup tax. Then we'll dive into funding that big idea, building your team, and really powering up your innovation. And you bet we're going to cover how to do all of this the right way, so you stay on the right side of HMRC.
Okay, first things first, we need to get our mindset right. It's so important to understand that these tax reliefs aren't some kind of secret loophole or a clever trick. No, they are a government-backed toolkit put there on purpose to help new, innovative UK businesses just like yours, to grow and to succeed.
Right, you've got the brilliant idea. Now for that massive question. How on earth do you get the funding to bring it to life? Let's be honest, this is often the make or break moment for any startup, isn't it? It's that first huge hurdle that every single founder has to clear.
In a market this competitive, a great pitch just isn't enough. You need a real, tangible advantage. And that's where two incredibly powerful government schemes come in. The Seed Enterprise Investment Scheme, we'll call it SEIS, and the Enterprise Investment Scheme, or EIS. Seriously, think of these as your secret weapons for getting investors excited.
Now stay with me here. This is a total game changer. Think of SIS as the rocket fuel for your launch. It's for those brand new, very early stage companies. It gives your investors a massive 50% income tax relief on what they put in. 50%! Then you've got EIS, which is kind of like the second stage booster, for when you're a bit more established and you're ready to scale up. That still offers a very attractive 30% relief.
And I really want this point to land. When an angel investor sees that your business is SEIS or EIS eligible, it's about so much more than just the tax break. It's a huge flashing signal that you are a serious government-backed opportunity. It takes a massive chunk of their personal risk off the table, which makes it far easier for them to look at your pitch and say, yes, I'm in.
Okay, so you've landed that crucial investment. Brilliant news. Now it's time to put that cash to good use. We need to talk about building your team, getting the right equipment, and actually getting this business off the ground and making things happen.
First up, let's talk about all the essential kit you need to buy. There's a brilliant thing here called full expensing. So imagine you need to spend, say, £10,000 on new computers for your team. Well, with full expensing, you get to deduct that entire 10 grand from your profits in that same year. It's just a huge boost to your cash flow, right when you need it the most.
And it works in 3 beautifully simple steps. For every single pound you spend on gear that qualifies, your corporation tax bill gets cut by up to 25 pence. And that isn't a saving for some time down the road, it's real money that stays in your business right now, ready for you to reinvest in your growth.
Okay, now for your first hires. And listen up, because here's a tip. This one catches so many people out. It's called the employment allowance, and you really need to be on top of it right from the very start of the tax year. Don't put this one off.
The employment allowance, which is now up to £10,500, can just slash the national insurance you have to pay for your staff. I mean, just look at this example here. A small business with a few employees sees its bill go from over £11,000 all the way down to just 750 quid. For a lot of startups, this can pretty much wipe out the entire bill. That's thousands of pounds freed up.
So, you've got your foundations in place, right? The funding, the gear, the team. Now we get to the really exciting part, innovation. This is where you build your long-term value, where you create that unique selling point and really forge a proper competitive advantage for yourself.
You'll definitely want to hear this part. Research and development tax relief. It's not just for scientists in white lab coats. Not at all. It's for any business that's trying to solve a technical problem. That could be a coffee shop in Manchester developing a new ordering app, or a tech startup in Birmingham creating a more efficient process.
If you're innovating, you should be listening.
The newer, simplified R&D scheme is designed to make this all a lot more straightforward. So let's make this simple. It basically gives you a tax credit worth 20% of whatever you spend on that R&D. So if you spend £100,000 developing some new software, you could get £20,000 back. That's a direct shot in the arm for your bottom line, giving you cash to fund your next big idea.
And here's a little insider detail for those of you who are really pushing the boundaries. If your business is spending at least 30% of all its costs on R&D, there's an even more generous version of the scheme. It's basically the government's way of giving an extra push to the most groundbreaking companies out there.
And it gets even better. If you go on to successfully patent that innovation, the rewards get bigger still. The UK Patent Box lets you pay a corporation tax rate of just 10% on the profits you make from it. I mean, just let that sink in for a second. 10% compared to the main rate of 25%. It's a massive, massive incentive to develop, protect, and then make money from your ideas right here in the UK.
Okay, now with all these fantastic opportunities, there's obviously a little bit of responsibility that comes along with them. So let's talk about how to get it all right, because HMRC, the UK's tax authority, is, as you'd expect, very focused on making sure everyone is playing by the rules.
So here's your simple compliance checklist. Let's just pause on this for a moment. First, keep amazing records. Think of it as your business's diary. Second, know the rules of the game before you start playing. And third, and this is a big one, never ever miss a deadline. Missing that 2-year window for the patent box, for example, is a painfully expensive mistake to make. The bottom line is, you just have to be prepared.
And that question leads us to our final and, maybe our most important point for any ambitious founder who's looking to build a great business in the UK. With all these reliefs and all these schemes out there for you, what is the one thing that ties it all together and really unlocks your potential?
So here it is. The single most important thing you can do is turn all of this knowledge into a real, concrete financial strategy for your business. You see, these reliefs don't just appear out of thin air. They have to be planned for, they have to be claimed correctly, and they need to be woven into the fabric of your business plan right from day one. That is your roadmap.
And of course, before we wrap up, it is absolutely vital that I say this is all general guidance. Your business is unique, your situation is specific to you, and to really navigate all this properly, you really do need professional advice that's tailored just for you.
And to get that expert advice, to make sure you're getting the most out of every single relief without falling into any traps, you should get in touch with the team at My Tax Accountant. All their details are right there on the screen. They're the ones who put this guidance together, and they're the ones who can help you build that winning strategy. And hey, while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to their channel for more essential updates like this. We wish you the very best of luck on your startup journey.